Welcome to Power of Attorneys. The first case, here are the facts. Daisy Kleinman, the defendant, is being sued by Tori Hufflinger, who says that she, in fact, has the patent for the adultery flavor, and that Daisy Kleinman is cheating her out of the flavor because she's using it for Brambleberry beer. So, let's go to the case.
Hear ye, all rise for the Honorable Judge Weintraub.
Gladly.
This court is now in session. We open today's proceedings with the case of Hufflinger versus Kleineman. Counselor, present your case.
Your Honor, thank you. Well, you know, my client, Miss Hufflinger, innocently came up with the adultery flavor. And one Miss Kleinman so flagrantly, we will argue, stole her flavor. That's right. And she's here today claiming that this Brambleberry beer is something else and not the cheating flavor that we say it is. You know, cheating is an interesting word in this case. You know, it's like somebody could be cheated, right? Out of their fortune, out of their ingenuity. And for what? A couple more dollars? It is our argument that Miss Hufflinger came up with this flavor all on her own and should be entitled to what she's asking for, which in this case is $8 million. Thank you.
Counselor?
Thank you, Judge Weintraub. Ladies and gentlemen, my client, Miss Kleineman, she's a businesswoman. And as a businesswoman, she does business. If she wants a flavor, she'll go and get and buy that flavor. And let me tell you, the flavor of adultery is quite bitter. Not that I would know, of course. Now, why would somebody want a bitter taste of adultery in their beer? Would they? No, I don't think so. Maybe it's just me. Adultery? I don't think so. Brambleberry, on the other hand, sweet, delicious, a fruit that everyone knows, loves, and enjoys. Brambleberry, ladies and gentlemen, now that's a beer I would drink. Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, what is a Brambleberry? I don't believe that I've ever tasted such a thing. I don't believe Miss Hufflinger would say that she's ever eaten such a thing. Would you?
No, I have not, and I would not.
Miss Kleinman, in your own words, what is a Brambleberry?
The smell of adultery. I haven't tasted that. I don't know what the smell of adultery you talking about.
Cheating.
Exactly. Thank you.
No further questions.
Counselor?
Thank you, Judge. May I call you your name?
Yes, you may call me by my name.
Okay. Whatever your name is. Do you know the taste of adultery?
I know it very well, Counselor.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Objection. Your Honor, Miss Hufflinger is under no pretense here to...
Sustained.
Well, may I... yes. Allow me to proceed on a different path, if you would. You are unfamiliar with the taste of Brambleberry, however. Is that correct?
I am quite familiar with the taste of Brambleberry. In fact, I grew up surrounded by Brambleberry bushes my entire childhood. And this Brambleberry ale tastes nothing
You're clearly
like
guilty.
Brambleberries.
Clearly guilty.
You gotta stop and think about what you're doing.
Counselor, approach the bench.
Yes.
Sustained!
Not your place.
Yes, sir.
Please advise your client to adhere to the facts.
Gladly. Yeah. I apologize, Your Honor.
Let's speed it along here.
I'm sorry. Basically, what I'm trying to say is the taste of adultery, the taste of Brambleberries, you say you know both well. Am I correct in this?
Yes.
And how would you describe the taste of adultery?
The taste of adultery is complex, convoluted, and contrived. It is a taste that cannot be described in so many words. Volumes have been written about the taste of adultery, and I have managed, through years of hard work, research, and dedication, to capture this flavor. And it has been taken from me and put into a bastardized beverage
Oh, that
by
is
this
ridiculous.
hag.
I don't think the status of Brambleberry's birth parents is in question here.
Your Honor, what is a brambleberry? Now, I had a blueberry once.
Now, the taste of Brambleberries, how would you describe that?
Lame.
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 That's it, lame.
Exactly. So, having named this ale Brambleberry Ale, and then just having discovered that the taste of brambleberries is in fact lame, Miss Kleinman
How dare
decided
you.
to use my flavor.
Excuse me.
My husband, Judge, if I may just address the court for one moment.
Your Honor, that is
My
just
husband, 18
objection.
years ago, he found the taste of adultery, the smell of adultery, whatever. He found it 18 years ago in the men's locker room, and nothing ain't been the same since. And
Your
if
Honor.
I want to put that in a beverage and have a little bit of
You're
profit
being
from that.
argumentative.
If I could just brief with my client.
Yes.
Chad, have a seat over there. Your Honor, it is our assessment that Miss Kleineman so fragrantly took this flavor, hasn't even tasted it herself. Have you now? Have you tasted the so-called brambleberry fruit?
Oh, I've been tasting the smell of adultery for 18 years now. Ever since my husband found it in that men's locker room, he brought it back, and I said, honey, we gotta put this in the drink. And he was just like, honey, if we do this, it will be too powerful. It'll change society forever.
And
But
it
we
will
did it.
change what else?
It changed our marriage, it changed adultery, and it changed everything forever, especially the beverage industry. And I
It
might
changed.
say,
It changed. Her own words, Your Honor. It changed their marriage. Am I wrong?
nothing's been the same.
So why would you put that in a drink?
This beautiful drink
Because
is
it's delicious, Your Honor. It's delicious. Taste of Brambleberry is delicious. I think that's what my client is trying to say.
exactly.
Counsel for the plaintiff.
Well, Your Honor, I have no further questions. I think it is clear in this case that a brambleberry really is the flavor of adultery, which is what my client has invented. We have the patent right here. And I think you will see very clearly that
Has
it...
this been entered into evidence?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Mark it. Exhibit A.
it's inculpatory evidence. Or is it expulsory?
It doesn't even know the difference between...
Makes no difference to me.
Right? This guy, right?
I know the difference between suicide and murder.
Chad.
Counselor,
Anyway,
keep your counsel.
you know what, Judge? I don't have much to say about this.
Seems
It has
clear.
never been an issue in this court who invented the flavor of adultery. Obviously, this woman has a lot of experience with adultery. She knows the flavor. That's never been a question. The question in the case is, does my client's brambleberry beer taste like adultery? Now, there's a simple way that we could test that out, and maybe
Let's hear it.
why don't we just try the beverage right here and now? I mean, that's
Absolutely. We agree.
May I submit a taste of the brambleberry beer as
Motion
evidence?
granted.
Yes, the beer is off to the side. Could someone get that beer over there? Thank you so much.
Thank you.
absolutely.
Yes.
In the
Counselor?
meantime, as we
Yes, we've got the brambleberry beer right
Counselor,
here.
your
Does
client.
this mean I have to touch this brambleberry bull garbage?
And would it be the first time, huh? Would it be the first time that anyone's tasted this? Oh my God. No, I can't do it. You need to taste it. Oh, I need to kiss somebody else.
delicious, as it was straight from the bottle, nice and cold.
Give me a taste of that.
Please.
No, honey, don't, please.
Order
Thank you.
in the court.
Thank you. Thank you. Just
Stay back.
It's her own beer, sir. I'm sure there's no
Trial.
issues.
This is an important trial.
Inadmissible!
Approach the bench.
May I, Honor, also approach?
Is it as delicious as that time she was seen canoodling with A.B.A. Murphy?
Oh, she's clearly guilty. Look at those beads. It's so tacky.
I'm tired of you and your hair, basically.
Listen, you know as well as I that back in McAllister versus Formaldecor, nothing like this could have ever proceeded past the bench. Weintraub was there. Weintraub, what did he do?
The Abrams defense is now 30 years old. We know
Another
that.
Becky isn't here for that.
Back to your places.
She never will be.
Chad.
I think it's time to call for a verdict. Counselors, are you in agreement?
I'm completely satisfied.
I'm
I mean,
absolutely confident with our case.
I've
yes.
tasted the brambleberry beer. Definitely brambleberries. Hardly adultery.
There ain't no smell of adultery in that beer, I can tell you that much.
It's beautiful.
I am faithfully, loyally behind my client here.
Closing arguments? Counselor?
Please.
Plaintiff?
Your Honor, what can be said in a case like this? You know, it's almost like a mini 9/11. That something so flagrant, so fragrant, could just be commandeered by a vagrant.
Objection, please, Your Honor.
Inadmissible.
Overruled.
Sustained.
Quiet.
Sorry.
I will brook no sass.
You and the sass mouth.
Counselor for the defense. Closing argument?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a simple case here. We have two flavors, very distinct, very separate from one another. One is an alcoholic beverage. The other is an act that apparently this person has engaged in multiple times. And apparently Hollis happens to be familiar with it as well because he seems so confident in this case. However, I've tasted it in front of all of you. It's the first time that I would have ever tasted the flavor of adultery, and let me tell you, it's brambleberry. Plain and simple, sweet. It presented a feeling of warmth in me.
That's right, it touches your heart.
It touches my heart. It touched
touches
my
your
heart.
heart a little too much, huh? Touches your loins, huh?
Counselor?
How dare you?
Oh, sorry.
It touched the lion's heart, not the loin's heart, my friend.
All right, let's cut to the chase.
It sent a roar. Okay, the chase is she didn't do it.
Well,
That's
Hello?
right.
Yes.
And now, are we
Hello?
ready to call for a verdict?
absolutely.
Yes.
If there's a juror in,
I would
let's-
like to
let's
hear from viewers.
I'm right here.
Is that a caller?
Yes, it is.
Yes? State your case.
I am casing the phalange. Chad. Mr. Chad.
Yes. Go ahead.
The hair
Yes.
is the verdict.
What's your verdict?
The hair.
Your Honor, that makes no
below.
sense in a case like this. The hair, we can't.
I agree with you,
sentences-
Counselor.
Down below.
Let's follow on to the next juror.
No.
Is there another juror to hear from? No? All right, Mr. Foreman? Okay. We rule for the defendant.
Is that us?
Congratulate. That is
an outrage.
Is that me?
Is silence.
I won?
This case is finished.
This is an abomination.
We will
sorry.
discuss sentencing at a later date.
It was great work with you.
may
Good luck,
read
and
it.
I think you're going to take a little Q&A.
Silence.
Sorry.
McAllister
Silence.
versus
Sorry.
Formaldehyde.
Silence.
To reopen.
Sentencing
Judge.
will be issued on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Next case.
I think if you...
All right, we're going to take a little Q&A.
Go away.
You're going to do this Tuesday at the house?
Yeah, I'm going to do your...
We had the power of attorney wanted to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you how you feel about the
Oh, it's
verdict.
clear that we won. It's very clear. He said the hair won, and this is the hair right here and the hair on my head saying that we won left and right and up and down.
Well, if you won, then why didn't you win?
Well, we won. We won yesterday. We won tomorrow. And we won every day since 9/11. He said it himself in his closing argument. It's been like 9/11 today, and we won.
Okay. Thank you. Please step up, Miss Torrey. How did you feel about the verdict?
Disgusting.
Can you elaborate, please?
I feel like this verdict was a mockery of the legal process, and we will appeal even if I have to get another attorney. The taste of adultery is mine. It belongs to me, and it belongs to the people, and it does not belong in beer. That is all I have to say. No further comment.
May I ask you if you're going to retain your attorney?
I haven't decided yet.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Miss Huffington. Okay. We're going to go to the next case, the second case. The plaintiff, Shorty Wally Lee. Shorty Wally Lee is suing his brother, Dion Lee. They're brothers and they share a company, Lee Bros. Apparently, Shorty Wally Lee has been working for Dion, and he hasn't been paid. So he's taken him to court. So here we are. Thank you.
This court is now in session. Counselor, present your case.
Thank you, Your Honor. Well, I'm here with my client, Shorty Wally Lee, and it is our claim that on the night of May 37th, Dion Lee did not pay him sufficient funds for a job well done, a job done. Let's just be honest. He installed a closet. Now, in your own words, Mr. Lee, how long did that take you?
Well, first, Your Honor, I would like to say it's very nice glasses you have on, and this man,
Shorty Wally Lee.
This man, I
Do not
built this
try to
closet.
influence
I
the
built
court.
this. I'm sorry, I built this closet for the past 5 years, and this man owes me $3 million, and I also want my money, and I want his head beheaded.
Sorry.
Beheaded on 59th Street, Columbus Circle, Your Honor. If that's not too much to ask.
And I don't think it is. That is where we're going with this. And yes, we feel that it's time for Mr. Lee to get what he needs from Dion. And yeah, that is our case. Thank you. Thank you for listening.
Counselor, your case.
Still delicious. Ladies and gentlemen, I have no argument with the fact that this young brother, Shorty
Objection!
Wally,
What does brother mean in a case like this?
I believe they are related. Am I wrong? I think they're related. Thank you, Judge. I think it is plain to see that, again, Mr. Shorty Wally Lee is definitely in need of something from his brother. Whether it's financially related, I guess that's why we're here. I think that what Mr. Shorty Wally Lee is here for is he needs a little love.
I don't need no love. I need my $3 million, sir.
Pardon me. He needs a little love from his brother.
Watch it.
Now that's understanding. Now what he does not need is any amount of any dollar for the work that he'd done. 5 years to build a 5 by 5 by 10-foot closet. I believe that is called a rip-off.
Oh, can I say something?
Please.
No.
Your Honor,
No.
I'd like to say that it is a very
Your Honor, please.
tedious
It's
process.
opening arguments. If I could, please.
Chad.
Some order. Can we approach the bench, please?
Yes, certainly. In a moment.
Your Honor, these are two fine, upstanding Native American, black African men. I believe that is the term.
What are you doing afterward?
Do you want to get a beer? Maybe a brambleberry? Sure. And it is our claim that this has gone far enough. This man took 5 years to install this much-needed closet, and we feel that is sufficient time for the accurate funds.
5 years in a closet. Interesting.
Counselors, enough. I'd like to hear directly from the plaintiff.
Well, Your Honor, again, that's a nice pair of glasses you're wearing.
And again, I say thank you.
This
Move
man owes me $3 million, but Your Honor, the money is not really the thing.
My point exactly.
I really want him to get beheaded on. You have cameras here. I would like your cameras to be there on Wednesday and at 59th Street, Columbus Circle, in front of the Trump Plaza.
In New York City.
In New York City, Your Honor, and if you would rule that, then that'll be fine. Again, nice glasses you wear.
Onward. Let's move it along.
Thank you. I just want to make a couple connections here in this case. Again, Shorty Wally Lee in need of something. He claims money. Shorty Wally Lee was in a closet for 5 years. He's needing something from his brother. He claims it's money because that's socially correct. But if my client could have a word to speak,
We'll grant that.
Leon,
Defendant,
if you would.
stand when you
Your Honor, I
address the
object to this.
court.
Here, this man has nothing to say that we have not heard before tonight.
Counselor, I will decide who speaks.
This is
Defendant,
what happened, Your Honor.
stand when you address the court, please.
You can slouch. It's fine.
Okay. What they're not telling you is this guy had been working on this closet since we were children. It ain't been 5 years. And he started building that closet as a project in first grade. Okay?
He's lying.
We are now both in our early 30s. This boy started working on a closet.
Your Honor, objection. May I approach
Overruled.
the bench?
Go
He
on.
started building that closet. The first that he had modeled one was out of clay in a first grade class. And he made a good one, I have to admit.
It was out of sand. It was out of
five-year-old.
sand on the first grade.
But
Out of
then
sand.
Is
he
that
took it to
being
the next
introduced
level.
as evidence?
We don't have it here as evidence. I do have a
clay
photograph
model.
at home, but I will not submit it.
At
I would
home, Your
like to see
Honor.
the clay model.
How convenient.
In my closet. Have a seat. Don't worry about this.
Excuse me, Your Honor, do you mind if I put on my headphones
Counselor.
while I'm in court? Can I put my headphones on? Because I got this hot track that I want to listen to while you guys are talking and whatnot. So I'm going to put
Let
this
me just
on,
say,
right?
it was
You're
made
not.
out of
It'll help me,
sand.
like, talk
and
sorry.
not clay.
Just have a seat. It's
Absolutely
fine. It's gonna
not.
be
Your Honor, what
okay.
these-
You're being
That's
held
cool, that's
in
cool.
contempt.
I can't do that?
These
Can I sit down now?
coffee-colored
I'm
Nubian
getting
brothers
Have a seat.
just trying to keep afloat. There's a sort of dark-skinned Nubian quality to these Native American black soldiers. I would like to just point out that the correct term in this case would be the company is Libros Corporation. Now that does not incorporate its own line of defense in a situation like this. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Word.
the precedent-
Word.
Well, I mean,
That's what I've been saying all day.
Okay.
Many words.
But now, Chad, you may remember in McAllister versus Formaldehyde, we're talking
Here
20
we
years
go
ago.
again.
The Abrams defense, what it
Counselor.
helped to do, what
Let's stick to the case at hand.
the black.
Counselor. Are you leading to something here or what?
Leading to a lot of badgering of my witness, if I could, Your Honor.
A lot of wasted words here.
I guess I done messed up.
Counselor for the defense. What is
May
it?
I address the plaintiff?
Yes. Make it snappy.
Shorty Wally Lee, did you not receive a certain type of payment from my client?
He kissed me on the cheek, and he said that would be enough. And I don't feel that's enough. Actually, I actually want him to get tarred and feathered before the beheading, Your Honor. But the kiss on the cheek. is
Thank
not
you.
enough.
Mr. Lee,
I like the language here.
I believe you did offer some payment. Was it on the cheek?
Nah, man, it was on the forehead. I was kicking it mad, like, just like brother to brother, like I'm kissing your brain, I'm putting my thoughts in your head and stuff.
Your Honor, what does
was-
brother
Counselor.
mean in this case? Again, the word.
Please, if I could.
Counselor,
if I could,
approach
Your
the
Honor.
bench.
Yes.
Your client is out of order. Position.
Inadmissible.
Oh,
This is, I'm like
you
reverse
could just
missionary
adjust.
over
Your,
here.
Your Honor, he was
adjust.
trying to
Oh, okay.
imitate
Where you want me
the
to
scene
do?
off The Godfather
right.
as payment.
Okay.
If I could
But it
just
didn't
make
work.
It's
a
like
closing
school in here
argument.
and such.
No private conversation.
Closing argument, please.
One at a time.
Just my last words. It's obvious that this man's right hand is not his left. He stand up for Cain, he stood up for Abel, and he would obviously stand up for this man right here. Am I wrong? And in my final remarks, let me say that It's obviously out of your hands, out of his hands, in everybody's hands, hands one to him. So 3 times 4 does not equal 8 in this case.
Hands down, that is a load of BS. And I think it's time, I think that we've had enough to maybe
All right.
hear from
time
the verdict,
to hear
people.
from a juror. Let's hear it.
Yes. Shorty, swing my way. And Chad, down below.
Right?
Chad,
Thank you.
down below.
I like the sound of that.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your vote. Any other jurors? Let's hear some more votes.
Hello?
Yes. Go ahead.
Help me out, yo.
Thank you.
Let's hear it.
I think that the hair of the brambleberry should be beheaded and put on 59th Street.
I think that's already been suggested. Thank you very much.
It's not what's up. That's a previous case. It makes no sense here.
I think everybody's
Out of order.
pretty plain
Thank you.
and
Any
clear,
other
right?
jurors voting? I'd like some
Yeah.
more verdict here.
Yeah. Guilty.
Guilty.
That's charged.
Okay. Which side is guilty?
I'm going to assume that that's our side, Your Honor. I'd like to thank everybody for coming.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Closing
I'll see you at
arguments.
the mansion later. so such a pleasure.
Attorneys,
Nice to
closing
see
arguments.
you. Sure. Right. Go ahead. Closing argument.
From the attorneys.
Yes. Go ahead.
I feel unprepared
Who's taking over this court?
to give the closing arguments.
Your Honor, I just want to say what a pleasure it's been. Maybe you and I sometime we could go. Maybe you could give birth to me sometime.
This is mad unprofessional, man. You guys are gonna chop my head off and such.
I believe the term is called
I beg
beheading.
your pardon,
I'm
counsel.
doing proper.
I'll see you in my
Get something.
chambers.
Wait till the court closes up.
He just
Beheading
wants
the
to
man.
make out with you.
Beheading?
That's
I don't
basically
care.
what
I'll
it
make
I'm
out
not
with
sure
anyone
about that.
in
Little
here. Just
too
don't
strong.
cut my head off, you know?
Let's have no more head talk.
sick.
Maria
This
Antoinette.
is power of
Motherfucker,
attorney
Maria
after all.
Antoinette.
Let's go back to our announcement.